Welcome to another conversation off the clock. Hi, I'm Carmina Constantino Torres, and this is Casey After Hours.
You can do a lot of things to still make yourself beautiful, diba?
No one believed in me. No one.
They wouldn't believe na menopause would make you feel this way kasi they were taught to just bear with it.
I'm not gonna give you an answer because you want it. I'm gonna give you an answer because I'm now ready to give you an answer.
Throw anything at me, I'm fine with it. Unapologetically fine with it.
That you don't have to deny yourself of what you think you deserve.
Arm yourself with information.
Gaano mo ba kakilala ang iyong sarili? Well enough to know what you want? To fight for what you need? Do you know yourself enough that you fully trust the power that you've always had? So much so that you want others to benefit from it too. Today, we talked to two women who had enough faith in what they wanted, enough to know that others would need it. Exactly what? Products made by Filipinas for the Filipina. Joining us today, entrepreneurs Ethel Borcena, owner of Brewtal Brewing, and Claudine Viquiera, a certified menopause coach, chief advocate, and founder of the skincare and wellness brand ProAge. Claudine and Ethel, I almost called you Mao. Welcome to the podcast. I'm just so excited over the conversation that we're about to have because I feel like there's going to be a lot of wisdom, a lot of inspiration as well, maybe for women who are going exactly the same thing as what we went through and are going through at the moment. So welcome to the podcast, Claudine and Ethel.
Thank you. So honored to be invited.
Stop.
Thank you.
Ba't bigla ka naging
Just
soft-spoken?
really, like controlling my emotions right now.
Okay, before we continue, I want you to tell our viewers who you are and what you do. Let's start off with Claudine.
Okay, so I'm Claudine Viquiera. I call myself the chief advocate before the word founder of ProAge. Recently, I just finished my certificate for menopause coaching. And then I started an advocacy-based brand. So the advocacy part is working and trying to talk about menopause out there, make it natural, take out the stigma surrounding it. And then the brand part are products that are formulated specifically for the women in that age group.
Perfect. Okay, Ethel. I feel like I need a drink right now, but go ahead.
I need water. Calm me down. So I'm Ethel. I love helping people. That's how I started with that's how I start with everything. We are into so many things. I'm into so many things. I have all online businesses, more of food, Belly Best, and then we have this private dining called 61 Orange, and we just launched the first chicken skin that's really crunchy, that stays crunchy for 2 weeks.
Wow. It's really
Everything
good.
that is against the normal, I do. And then right now, thank you, Carmina, for inviting me. I would love to share Brewtal. I won't say it's the first, but it's something ladies or women would need when they're going through a lot.
We invited you here on the podcast because of Brewtal,
Right.
the craft beer made for women, and also ProAge, very specific for the menopausal women, but also very specific that it was made with the Filipina in mind.
Right.
Right. But before that, I want to get to know the origin story. Like,
Correct.
what led you to it? Because I know that this is not your first lifetime. You're in the middle of your
It's
second.
my second wind. Yes.
It's your second. So tell us about the first. What were you before this?
Okay. I was a dentist in my past life. So I practiced for like 11 years. Then my son started big school, so I had to give up the practice so that I could be the super mom that I wanted to be. So concentrate on him, be his tutor and everything. And then for the next 20 years, I helped my husband with his business. And then everything changed when I went through my perimenopause and menopause. That changed the trajectory of my life, so to speak. I went through it, so I knew that it was very timely to talk about it because my experience wasn't as hard, although I had a lot of symptoms going on, but I had my friends with me. I always mention when I have interviews, the enablers really, that's the name of our group. We really help each other go through each other's journey or transition. So that's where the advocacy started. It was an advocacy first form, the community in FB. And then, if the passion brought that out, yung brand naman came out of specific needs, the pain points that I was going through. So yun.
And talking about pain points, when you look at a Brewtal can, Ethel, there's joy, there's pain, there's you don't know what you're feeling, but you feel like the can is talking to you. So, but before we talk about that, I want to know the origin story because for sure may pinanggalingan tong craft beer na ito.
It goes way, way far. Okay, so we're not rich. So, and we're not the most beautiful, right? So, ever since I got bullied, bullied, kids would spit on me. They would call me pangit, in front of everyone. And, because me and my brother, Christian, we don't have any, so we share clothes, right? And kids before, parang Gen X, they don't care about that. So they will be straight out mean to you. And we fought. Me and my brother, we fought hard not to be influenced by their
The
but everything,
meanness.
the meanness. So
correct.
we use that to go through and everything. And it was actually my mom who believed in me. No one believed in me. No one, really,
Can
no one.
I applaud you now?
Oh, no.
Super
love the
no one.
story.
They never see me as someone who would. I'm not saying I'm successful, but who would do things, make things. So I proved that to them, and to the point I became a Philippine team member because I want to beat everyone who's gonna bully me.
Philippine team member of.
Karate. I was a member of the
Talaga
Philippine
very
team.
literal.
Because I really got bullied so bad. They would throw my stuff outside, and because I'm a kid and I cannot fight, I just keep it all in. But I never even thought of getting back at them because I understand they're going through something as well.
Wow, that early.
Yes,
ha?
yes. So
It was parang just a
compassion
projection
Yeah.
of what they
Whatever
were
they're-
feeling.
Yeah. So I said, I'm just gonna empower myself.
So how did that lead you to
this.
to crafting the beer?
Basically, I see everyone going when they're going through a lot, they drink. non-stop, and then you see them wasted.
Nako, you
and
will
I'm
love my group.
And then I'm like, you don't deserve this, ladies. You cannot be like this. Why do you have to waste so much energy, so much time on this problem? But I know the need to drink. And you know what? Someday, I'm gonna create something for women alone.
Was there also a point in your lives when you felt like, number one, your emotions were being invalidated, and number two, you were being made to feel bad that you were feeling that way, that you were emotional about certain
Na parang you're
things?
doubting yourself.
Oo, na
yan,
parang-
diba? Na parang, are they right? I'm wrong. Ganyan. Yeah, especially during the transition. Kasi transition would make you go through changes physically, mentally, emotionally. And then you not knowing what are your triggers at that point, and you not knowing why am I acting the way I'm acting. Talaga, you start doubting yourself. And then people would sometimes go, especially the older ones, their generation, they wouldn't believe na menopause would make you feel this way kasi sila, they were taught to just bear with it. And tayo, we react. I reacted. No, this is not me. What's going on?
Yeah.
So when it was confirmed by the OB that I was indeed going through perimenopause, and she said the hormones, so I had this scientific explanation of things happening to me. Hormones are growing haywire. they're going up and down. So you're going to feel different things kasi they control a lot of things in your body, the way you react, the way you think, the way you feel. So when I started embracing that also, na okay, it's not me, it's the hormones, I started being more free about it and then finding solutions for them and also having that sense of parang yung information is very powerful kasi.
Yeah.
So everything you do is very intentional, you're very mindful. So that really helped a lot.
When you talk about your products, though, when did it start? When you were percolating, thinking about it, was it more of a need in the beginning or was it a want?
Yung sa akin, it was more of a need. Pero there's this small voice telling me na, are you sure the beauty industry is like packed with all these skincare products, all these wellness products? Everything is anti-aging. You're not allowed to age. So that's where I created my Blue Ocean. Na parang, wait. All the products are anti-aging. You're telling women not to age. But that's not true. You can do a lot of things to still make yourself beautiful, diba? But knowing na there are different needs, especially when it comes to beauty for women in that age. And parang the way I see it, kaya I knew this was very timely. Diba, when mga babies, you have different formulas for newborns, for toddlers, for school age, and then now they came up with different products, milk products for the people who are in 50s and above. So why? Because
Why not skincare?
correct,
Nga?
because your changes, there are changes in what you need, so that the products you use should change
as
with
well.
you.
Yes, I agree.
Yun.
Right.
The reason why I resonate so much with your products is that, okay, first it starts with empathy. I feel like these products get me. So much so that they're actually talking to me
Yes.
and they know what I'm going through. And literal na talking to me because I want, hold up a can and then show us how it's talking to us.
Okay, let me do 2 cans for now. So, I know there are times that we get pressured. Like ladies, we get pressured to come up with something. You know, they need an answer right away. It's time for you to say, wait lang, you know. It's time for me to think about it. I'm not going to give you an answer because you want it. I'm going to give you an answer because I'm now ready to give you an answer. So my beer is called Let Me Drink Things Over.
Love it.
Because, you know, it's in your face. You know, when you drink it, you're thinking. You know, you need to think. It's a reminder. I want to help women. I want to help women go through something, but I cannot be there personally. And I hope my craft beer would be able to share that moment with you, to think things over. Like, it's okay, don't worry about it. And what I went through, no one did it for me. When I was at my lowest, I was trying to look for a beer. And if you notice, I'm not into brand, like, nakalagay lang yung brand.
Yeah.
It talks to you. And for the first time, it's the face of a woman. You know, it's okay to be brutally honest with yourself, brutally, you know, open to changes. So I called it Brewtal. My shirt says everything. It's like
Truth
everything that
teller,
yeah.
fear slayer, goal
Goal
crusher,
crusher.
rejection lover, change maker.
Diba?
Everything I'm
Strong.
not. Everything I'm not. But I know I can be. And more.
Everything you want to be.
Everything I want to be.
Your products naman, Claudine, ganun din. They talk to me also.
Yes.
So, okay, tell me about what led you to, you know,
It's cute.
coming
I love
up
it. I love it.
with the names.
All right. Let's start with this one. Anyway, this is the first thing you use also. It's a cleanser. It's called the No Dirty Secrets Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I was even thinking, I was worried kasi, my God, if I give them very long names, would they still resonate? But you know, that part I didn't
Right.
care anymore
Love
because
it.
I want them to find meaning with what I put there on the box and on the product. So no dirty secrets kasi you're already in your midlife. What is there to hide? Unlike when you're younger, like you're very conscious with each and everything you say and you do. Yun, so that's who you are. Diba? I don't have any more dirty secrets. Throw anything at me, I'm fine with it. Unapologetically fine with it.
As women, I mean, the three of us know this. At yung mga nanonood sa atin, alam ko, alam din nila ito. Women, we're built differently.
Yes,
Right?
Very much so.
Positive and negative, it's there, right? The odds are stacked up against us.
Right.
That's the truth, right? From the time we get our period,
Yes.
the first time we get our period, our first heartache,
Right.
our first job,
Right.
and then if we get pregnant, if we get married, these are milestones, but they also equate to some sort of setback.
Yes.
Like imagine a ladder. Maakit na lahat ng mga kalalakihan tayo.
Yes.
Ganyan, may nangyari. Oops, dito muna ulit.
Stay
Dito
in one
muna,
round
dito
muna.
muna. Yeah.
And then, when
and then
you're
go,
ready,
and then maybe
yes,
we go back
exactly.
down, or maybe, okay, we go 2 rungs up and then go back down
Right.
again.
Right.
That's how it is for women. But to be able to get that all in and tell ourselves, okay, this is the time that I'm gonna go after my dreams now. I mean, that takes a special woman. And there are 2 of you here with
Thank
us
you.
today.
Thank you.
But first, the juggling. I mean, Claudine, you mentioned that a while ago. It's different when you juggle all these
Right,
things, diba?
right.
For you, Ethel, paano mo nagawa na you're juggling all these things, pero ano yung point na sinabi mo, okay, dyan muna kayo. Ako naman.
Right.
Ako na this
right.
time.
Right. Pandemic. It humbled me to the core. It's like, hold on. Totally new for me because like every day I'm out. Like ngayon, I'm on my own. I'm on my own. I was so lost. And then suddenly I said, it just came to me that I think it's time for me to do something for myself now. You know, I've helped a lot of companies. Maybe it's time for me to work on myself, what I really want to do, what I really am passionate to do.
Again, I go back to empathy kasi you can only have empathy, you can only empathize if you know yourself well.
Right.
At it takes some sort of evolution to get to that
True,
point.
true.
Diba?
Yes.
Like for you, this is your second win. You were a dentist. Ganyan. But how were you able to say, this is it, okay? Tapos na
Right.
itong, I'm closing a chapter and I'm beginning a new one.
Well, for me, kasi nga, 20 years helping my husband with his business. And I felt like, oh, you're reaching your dream. What's happening to mine? There was that point.
Oh, I agree.
But again, not complaining in a sense that they're not happy for him. You are, because you also reap
Yeah.
whatever he's doing, the family reaps it. I enjoy my life. I enjoy yung time with my kids and traveling and all that. But it came to a point when I was going through my perimenopause, humbling din yun for me, humbling. I was eating healthy, a healthy lifestyle, working out and everything. I wasn't ready for what perimenopause had for me. I thought I would breeze through it because nobody talked to me about it. And did I tell, di ba, 9 girls in the family. I have older sisters. I am part of the younger ones. But they never talked about their journey.
Yeah.
My mom never talked about it.
Yes.
So I was literally blindsided by it.
Right.
That's the point when I realized, wait, does menopause mean I'm over? And I devoted the best years of my life. Diba?
That's scary, ha?
Diba?
That's scary.
So
Right,
what's
right.
next? And we all anchor everything to beauty and aging, diba? It's all part of it. So is that it for me?
Also, if I may add, when you enter that phase, yung pagkababae mo,
Yes.
pakiramdam mo, nawala na.
Yes, yung
or
femininity
nawawala.
mo.
Hindi, at
Yes.
saka because, your
Reproductive.
hormones. Tapos
mo,
na.
na stage,
Right,
di ba?
right. I agree with
Tapos
you
na,
guys.
so does that mean I am
Over.
no
Sorry to
longer
use the
the woman
word.
that I was?
And there's such a thing that's called the invisible woman syndrome. And it's
Okay, what is
very, very real.
Makinig tayo.
Women in midlife, yun na nga, kasi they don't need you as much anymore. Hard truth, diba? Your
Right,
kids
right,
are
right.
their own person, and you're happy about it kasi naging part ka nun eh.
Yes,
Diba?
yes.
And in the workplace, diba, parang it's not as much energy given also.
Right.
So you start becoming invisible.
You were talking about your mom, and I remember having this conversation with my mom as well, na, Mom, you didn't tell me about these things.
Diba?
Parang-
Maybe she doesn't
Correct.
know also.
And then exactly what she
Yeah.
said. Sabi niya, wala naman akong pinagdaanan. Basta one day it stopped and tapos.
But I think it's more of not being aware that what they went through, maybe just as simple as I couldn't sleep, insomnia, not
Yun na
knowing
pala yun.
part of the symptom na, diba? Or the headaches, migraines, ay part of the symptom na pala. And then, syempre, those who are in corporate life, they're working, so stress sa kanila is something they have for breakfast every day. Hindi na alam, yung being more stressed about things, part of menopause na
And
pala.
then there's one thing that really blew my mind. One of the symptoms, and there are a lot. How many symptoms are there?
48 as of now.
48 as of
now.
now. Hindi natin alam bukas, baka
Sampu pa
madagdagan.
lang ako. So 38 pa ako.
Then there's also one of the symptoms is having unreasonable fears.
That's so true. Yes.
May ganun din pala.
Yes. And coupled with palpitations, which are systemic symptoms na, or physiologic symptoms.
Meron din hearing.
Hearing. Diba?
Yung ringing in
Ringing,
your ears.
tinnitus. And then, when your ears get itchy for no reason, even like, pati itchiness of the skin, and you feel like insects crawling, ganyan. Or numbness or tingling of the fingertips. Dami. So if you're not aware, di ba, like
Ako din parang ano ba naramdaman ko kanina?
di ba, if you have palpitations,
Parang uminom muna.
what's the first thing you do? Di ba? You go to your doctor, your cardio. And then when they do the checkup, do the
Wala.
workup, there's nothing wrong
Correct.
with you. So what now? So it's only lately that they were able to pinpoint everything to the changes in the hormonal levels.
I want you now to talk to the women who are watching us, who may or may not be in the same situation, who may or may not be experiencing what we are experiencing. Hindi naman tayo nananakot, di ba? But life is such, di ba? We go through a lot of things, but at the end of the day, what do? We have to do something about it. In
Yes.
your case, you created products that will hopefully help those who are in the same situation. What can you tell them about, number one, the self-awareness and not being fearful and going after it? Because who said we're done?
Yes.
All I want to say is that that you don't have to be scared, that you don't have to deny yourself of what you think you deserve. I created Brewtal because I needed it. I needed to be strong, not just for myself, but for my two girls. I have daughters. They look up to me, and every time I fall, every time I go through a cycle, and then I'm just counting what the hormonal changes or everything that hormones will do to you when you're at a certain age. And I don't want to disappear because my girls are young, and I know in my heart I can do so much more and help a lot of women. Beer, why beer? Because it's the untapped. untapped. Don't bottle it in because now you can. And Brewtal may not be for everyone. It's comforting to know that a woman thought of you,
Yes.
of your journey, and I want to be there.
Can I just add? Okay,
Right.
because I've
Okay,
tried, I've tried drinking
Right.
Brewtal, a can or two.
I'm gonna go.
But you don't need, sige, magbihis ka dyan, Ethel. Oo. You
Okay.
don't need a lot.
Yeah.
Kasi the drinking the can is a whole experience altogether. Kasi kausap mo siya eh. Kausap mo siya. Claudine.
Yung message ko is arm yourself with information because information is really important. And menopause, it's not something you have to bear with because there are products out there, things you can do that can help you transition through it. Define how you want to age. When people tell me before, you don't look your age, you look so young.
Yeah.
Before, I feel so like, so flattered about it.
Yes.
But now, although I don't, mas unapologetic now, I tell them, why? How old should I look? Di ba?
Right. And then you'll be
Exactly.
You've earned the right to
Yes,
say
to say
that.
How old should I look? How old should
Yeah,
the 57-year-old woman look? Diba? So, define how you age. And remember, menopause doesn't diminish you. It should not diminish you. Because you don't become less. As you grow older, you have all this knowledge. You earn all these experiences.
Right.
So you don't become less. You become more pa,
Yes,
diba, when you
yes.
think about it. Well, beauty is a fleeting thing. And we define what beauty is now in the society. Let not society dictate that beautiful is just for young women.
I agree.
Diba? Beautiful now at this stage comes more from within and from your
Right,
mind, your heart. So that makes you even more beautiful.
Ethel Borcena of Brewtal Brewing and Claudine Viquiera of ProAge. Who knew that, we started this conversation really talking about wanting to talk about your products. Because, truthfully, I use their products. But it wasn't just that we talked about. We talked about empowerment. We talked about the power of self, the power of
Right.
being your own constant, showing up for yourself. Essentially, that's what we talked about. In closing, I was thinking of saying, thanks for making us feel seen. But no, I want to thank you for seeing us. Because that's
thank you.
exactly,
That's a great way of putting
yeah,
it.
that's
Thank you for
exactly.
seeing us. It goes.
Yeah, but women for women, we lift each other up.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you so
you.
much.
And that's it for another episode of KC After Hours. You know the drill. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.